One of the things that has really just spoken to my heart and my family's heart is the great benevolence and the great generosity that Pastor Bill has led this church with. You know, I think that one of the things that I've gained more than anything is just to know that to be serious about the things of the gospel doesn't mean that we always have to do it with a stern face and a hard hand, but that we can encourage people along the way.
You know, there's lots of great stuff in the Bible, but you know, it was written for people 2,000 years ago, and Bill would always find a way to make it applicable, you know, and current in ways you could grab onto it, use it, live it, and they did that. Bill and Marcella did. So it's like not only did we get to hear it, but to see it. So to me, that's the legacy.
All of a sudden, I was in a place where I could just be me.
The most attractive thing to me about coming to Hope Chapel from the very beginning is its authenticity.
And I think that's one of the things people like about it most, is that you can tell it's genuine when he talks about God and when he talks about all the messages he has.
The legacy that, you know, he leaves is he is, as a senior pastor, very approachable. What you see is what you get, and I think that's an attribute that he has. And I think it helps people let their guard down where they can be real and he can be real back to them.
That's what I like. He was always honest about his weaknesses and his faults, and he would share that with us. It always made us feel like, hey, we're okay. You know, it's like we've all got struggles, and even the pastor, and he's just like the rest of us.
Bill, like any other human being, has grown, and we've watched him grow in a godly way. But the changes that you see, you know, both in his physical appearance and in his approach to life, he's really recognized where he's gifted and where he's not, and he's learned to staff that, you know, accordingly.
If I had to think about a legacy that Bill leaves at Hope Chapel, it would be doing church how you live life. You know, the way that you see Bill every day at church is how he is every day.
He's the same in the church and outside the church.
He jokes around just as much on a Sunday morning as he does at home.
The things that my dad would say on Sunday morning were things that resonated with me, and not just because they were great spiritual truths, but because I knew that he lived them out on a daily basis. And when he talked about what God did in his life, I not only got to see that on Sunday morning, but I got to see that in our home.
I think the legacy that he'll always leave is that this is a lifestyle church, you know, and he can help mold this church into fit around, you know, a Christian's lifestyle.
I got to see the way he treated my mother. I got to see the way he parented and the way he loved unconditionally and the type of friend he was to his friends, and the way that he just loved the people at church. And that's something that I don't think everyone gets to see from their pastor, because they see him in such a specific time.
We're the people we are because of you guys, and because of the life you raised us in, and because of the church you raised us in. You raised us in the best possible situation we could have ever hoped for, and the best people around us we could have ever hoped for. And thank you.